Central government's, the Modi government's new vaccine policy kicked off from today. It includes free vaccines for all above 18 in government hospitals, a maximum rupees 150 being charged by private hospitals. The focus on this policy revamp is for the centre taking over purchase and the distribution of vaccines. It has led to this, some say, more vaccines being administered today than any other day. The question is this a one-off or can this be sustained? It's our top story today.
21 जून सोमवार से देश के हर राज्य में 18 वर्ष से ऊपर की उम्र के सभी नागरिकों के लिए भारत सरकार राज्यों को मुफ्त वैक्सीन मुहैया कराएगी.
Over 70 lakh vaccinations in a day. India's vaccination drive picks up pace as the policy of centralized procurement kicked off on Monday. Citizens lined up early at vaccine centres in the capital. Most came without registrations on cowin, as on-the-spot registrations are now allowed.
A lot of rush is being seen in the vaccination centres. From today, the central government will procure all these vaccines and provide them to the state. And everybody above the age of 18 years can now get free vaccination at the government-mandated vaccine centres and can walk in directly without an appointment to get registered over here.
मैं लगातार ट्राई कर रहा था कि मेरा स्लॉट आ जाए. मैं लगातार कोशिश कर रहा था, मेरा स्लॉट बुक हुआ नहीं. तो उसके बाद जब गवर्नमेंट बोला कि ऑफलाइन भी हो सकता है, तो मैंने फिर यहाँ पे आया हूँ और मैं डायरेक्ट ही आया हूँ.
आप भी ऑफलाइन रजिस्टर?
ऑफलाइन मैम, ऑनलाइन में हो नहीं पाया ना. ऑनलाइन मैंने रजिस्ट्रेशन करवाया हुआ था. उसमें बहुत टाइम ट्राई किया स्टार्टिंग से, जब से स्टार्ट हुआ वैक्सीन ड्राइव स्टार्ट हुआ, फिर भी हो नहीं पाया, मतलब वैक्सीन नहीं लग पाया.
I am waiting from at least 2 months. I am not getting the slots. That's why I am waiting. Okay. Yeah.
So today you got the slot?
Yeah. Yesterday I got the slot for today. So I get here and get vaccinated.
The centre has set the ambitious target of fully vaccinating all eligible citizens by December end. The states too have set the target high.
एक दिन में इसलिए हमने 10 लाख का लक्ष्य तय किया है कि जब टारगेट तय करते हैं तो उसको पूरा करने के लिए रोड मैप बनता है और हम उस पर तेजी से चलते हैं ताकि हम अपना संकल्प पूरा कर सकें. और मुझे पूरा विश्वास है जनता के सहयोग से 10 लाख का आज का टारगेट भी पूरा होगा.
हम लोगों ने आज से लक्ष्य रखा है कि हम 6 लाख वैक्सीन प्रतिदिन देंगे और जुलाई प्रथम सप्ताह से 10 लाख से 12 लाख वैक्सीन प्रतिदिन देने का लक्ष्य रखा गया है.
आप दिल्ली को अगले 2 महीने में 2 करोड़ 30 लाख वैक्सीन की डोज उपलब्ध करा दीजिए. हम इसको अगले 2 महीने में पूरी दिल्ली को लगवा देंगे और मैं जिम्मेदारी ले रहा हूं.
But a lot depends upon vaccine supply. The central government says 10 crore doses of Covishield will be produced by June end, 7.5 crore doses of Covaxin by July, 2.5 crore doses of Sputnik V by July end. Zydus Cadila is set to apply for emergency use application next week. Talks are on with foreign manufacturers. Pfizer is expected to enter India by July, while Moderna vaccines will be delayed till 2022. To meet the target of fully vaccinating its entire eligible population, India will have to give nearly 90 lakh people the shots every day. While the first day saw high vaccination numbers, the key will be to sustain the drive over the next 6 months. With Milan Sharma, Bureau Report, India Today.
Let me go first to my first guest, Mohammad Suleman, Additional Chief Secretary Health, Madhya Pradesh, is joining me. Remember, Madhya Pradesh today was the #1 state in vaccinations. More than 15 lakhs, I'm told, Mr. Suleman. Can you tell us the final figure that you've reached?
We already have crossed 16 lakh doses for the day.
Can you just tell me the final figure, please, again?
We have already crossed 16 lakh doses for the day, and we are still counting because some data that is still being reconciled. Some of the sessions are still on.
Right. I must ask my director to stop the noise in the PCR, please. I'm sorry to go through this embarrassment, but, Mr. Suleman, trying to understand, is this a one-off? Is this simply a one-off that you've gone through? That because you wanted to create a bit of an event, that we have broken a record, therefore today there was large vaccine. Come tomorrow, will the numbers be as robust? Because Andhra Pradesh went from 13.2 lakhs, a new record yesterday, to just 40,000 today.
Actually not. See, the issue is in Madhya Pradesh, we noticed there were two problems with the vaccination drive. First is the availability of the vaccine, and second is vaccine hesitancy that we notice in some part of our state, especially in tribal areas. Now, once the availability has been ensured by Government of India, and we had 21 lakh doses available today, out of which we administered almost 16 lakh doses. So that part is well under control. I believe by the end of this month, in next 7-8 days, we are still getting 50 lakh doses from Government of India. Our allocation for July also seem to be on track. So the availability will no more be a challenge as I see it. And our strategy to deal with vaccine hesitancy has been the time-tested strategy of involving community, having a huge community participation in all aspects of it. We have mobilized the community leaders, the political leaders, media personalities, sports person, religious leaders, and everybody. And there is such a great atmosphere which has built up now in Madhya Pradesh that for us to sustain it will always be something that will have to continuously work upon.
Sir, sustainability has two aspects. One is demand, one is supply. You are telling me that you have enough vaccination supply to actually do 15 lakhs per day. You don't. I'm looking at your numbers. Let's be clear. My worry is that you put all your efforts so that the headlines are Madhya Pradesh clear. My worry is that you put all your efforts so that the headlines are Madhya Pradesh breaks a record. But come tomorrow, will you have the same supply of vaccines to meet this demand?
Well, we don't look at it from this perspective at all, as if we are trying to create a demand. So issue is, as I said, that there are vaccine hesitancy in certain parts of the state. So we need to build up a momentum, we need to build up atmosphere, and we need to prove that vaccine is safe and it is available and it is easily available. So idea is that when you want to mobilize the community, you need to make a big show of it so that your mobilization starts. And as I said, of course, I mean, we may not be able to sustain 15 lakh or 16 lakh doses per day, but the kind of target that we have in mind of doing almost 8 lakh doses per day, we are on track to do that in terms of availability. And as the availability position further improves in July, these figures will only go up.
That's very reassuring. So you're saying you're looking at about 8 lakhs per day in Madhya Pradesh alone. You have a population, total population to vaccinate of well over 7 crores over the next 6 months. Are you confident that by December, entire Madhya Pradesh will be vaccinated with 2 doses?
So in terms of 18 plus population, I have about 5.4 crore people whom I have to vaccinate.
Yeah, I was including children as well. But yeah, go ahead.
And we plan to do that at least 1 dose should be administered to everybody by the end of September. Idea is that, people are talking of a third wave. We believe that even 1 dose gives some kind of a protection to somebody from hospitalization. So if we are able to sustain these numbers and are able to vaccinate our entire eligible population by the end of September, then, we may not encounter the third wave. And even if we do it, it would still be manageable.
So by end of